Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Oh, look at that. That is spectacular. That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, no,
goodness.
no, he didn't.
Wow.
Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Washington Wizards here in Capital One Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Washington. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
And when I look at Washington, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Mikal Bridges is a big part of the Suns' growth into a powerhouse. Coach Monty Williams said of his two-way swingman, I believe he has every intangible, talent and quality to be a glue guy in that starting lineup. Mikal has an edge to him. Guys respect the heck out of him because he competes every day. Kevin, I compete every time you throw it down to me.
You do. And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on this broadcast with you each and every game. And certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A., thanks. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And for the Wizards, in the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys that have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
And the rejection by Ayton. Unloads from 13. A nice shot by Booker.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
Dinwiddie kicks to Kuzma. Inside, Gafford collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
All-around player. Kuzma's very solid at finding these guys in their spots.
And Kyle Kuzma now in year one of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving. Stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Outside, Beal. Good on the shot.
How do you even take it? I mean, at times he just muscles shots in against tough defense.
Gafford against Ayton. It's Crowder on the wing. Bridges outside. Ayton a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Bridges. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Mikal Bridges at the line for one.
And that one falls for Bridges. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Beal dishes to Dinwiddie. For the screen on Paul. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Booker against Beal. The drive by Booker, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. And Washington going with a whole new group here. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. Biyombo checks in for Crowder. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Booker. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. McGee sets the pick for Paul. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Gotta appreciate the cleverness of Paul. Skilled at fending off defenders and finding ways to score through contact.
Here's Holiday. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, he had 8 points. To the inside. Here's McGee. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Kispert setting the pick for Holiday. The pass to Kispert. Knocked away. Paul against Holiday. And it's Paul penetrating. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Paul's got his second bucket of the night. With 2 seconds left, that one doesn't drop. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And to begin his career, Devin Booker labored through half a decade of losing in Phoenix. And he opened up about what it means now to be on the other side.
That's what I've been waiting on. Playing competitive basketball, night in and night out. Keeping my head down, staying locked in and seeing tunnel vision, trying to play the right way through it all. I want to keep winning basketball games, and we have the culture and the foundation around here to make it happen.
They really do. Great to see his patience rewarded.
And so often, young players on losing teams can go astray. Credit Booker for staying solid through the adversity.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
The first one falls. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Shot clock at 5. From the baseline. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Devin Booker.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. And Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves.
At the line for the Suns.
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. DA, thank you. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Beal. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. For this screen on Booker. They get the rebound. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Gafford.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Here's Booker. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
Beal against Booker. Here's Beal. Over Booker. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 6.
Defenses have to know that Beal is looking to shoot often, especially from the ground.
Ayton inside. Covered by Gafford. And the rejection by Gafford. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beal against Booker. Now here's Beal. He's guarded closely. Shoots over Crowder. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Beal.
And look, Beal can't be stopped. Once he gets a little wiggle room, he pulls without hesitation.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And
the previous play is under review.
Signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And really, it's about getting the call right.
After the review, the challenge is successful.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. But if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Suns on top, up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. High-scoring affair, Brad. How would you assess the first half?
We got to defend. We're not going to outscore this team. We got some of the best scorers in the world. We got to defend. That's the only way we're going to win. So, second half, we got to be a lot better.
We'll see how that turns, Brad. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and a battle is also upon us. Not Kenny and Shaq this time, thankfully, but 2 outstanding players through the first half.
Great fight we're seeing from both these guys. Each one trying to pull his team across the finish line. You know they love this kind of a challenge.
And returning to the featured matchup with the Phoenix Suns, they're in a back-and-forth struggle here at the half.
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy levels. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Gafford in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. The shape out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Third is Chris Paul.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Washington trailing. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. For the screen on Crowder. Here's Kuzma. Another one falls for Washington.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
The drive by Booker. That one drops for him. Booker's got 8.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's Beal. 8 points for him. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third.
The kick out to Crowder.
2 minutes.
That 3 off the mark. Washington shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Booker against Beal. For the screen on Booker. Here's Beal, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
And he knocks down the first one. We all know, Chris, it's an honor to make the All-Star game, but for Bradley Beal, the 2021 game, I think was extra special.
Yeah, well, Brad got the start for Team Durant and was close friends with Jason Tatum, but Beal started mentoring Jason from a young age, both growing up in St. Louis, and incredibly, both have become stars in the NBA.
And both free throws good for Beal.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Up top, Crowder. Bertans defending. Bertans against Crowder. Lock at 6. McGee a screen. Shot by Crowder, no good.
It might take a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down and play their game.
Now here's Harrell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 3.
A few create as effortlessly as Paul. I mean, he sets his guy up for a smooth shot.
Here's Beal. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Paul. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Well, the accuracy of Paul shooting, that's what makes the mid-range look easy. I mean, he can take that shot all night.
Holiday with it. Bridges covering. Beal against Booker. Outside, Beal. Back to Holiday. Over Bridges. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to just one with the basket from Holiday.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. He just tore the D to shreds.
Crowder from down in the low post. It goes.
Assisted by
Crowder's got his first basket of the night.
Nice work offensively, and Crowder caps it off inside.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Suns lead by 3. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Chris Paul, and it's Biyombo at the 5.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Johnson outside. Back to Shamet. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Shoots. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Paul. And the Suns lead by 3.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Now, here's Kispert. Bryant passes to Kispert.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Here's Dinwiddie driving in. Good work there as it goes.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside him, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
Ball against Dinwiddie. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him.
But because of Bryant's timely shot blocking skills, he makes opponents second-guess themselves.
He kicks it to Kispert. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Crowder, and it's sent back by Bryant. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bryant. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Avdia. And Beal subbed in for Kispert. And Phoenix also making a switch. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Wizards on D. It's a 1-point game. Booker finds Biyombo. Shoots from 12. The shot's good from Paul.
Well, you got to talk about those next-level ball handlers. And Chris Paul, he's right there on the list.
Booker against Beal. Shoots over Biyombo. They get it again. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
If you want a t-shirt, let's make some noise!
Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He really got after them in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one.
Okay, David, thanks.
All right, coming out of the court, make some noise for your Wizards answer.
Beal against Booker. Beal taking his time here. Can't tie it up as that one misses. we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Dinwiddie. Launches it. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
Ball against Dinwiddie. Ball outside. Shot clock at 6. And there's the drive. It's good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Wizards answer.
There's Beal with the 3. That one doesn't go. So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Chris Paul.